F1 is slowly coming back. Of course, we are just under a month away from the first race back in Austria. And there's been lots of rumours of possible tracks being added to the current 8-race European calendar, such as Imola, Mugello, a doubleheader at Sochi, and possibly even a race back at Hockenheim. And today we're going to talk about what is the most likely option for Formula 1. Let's get into it, guys. Now, of course, everyone is just happy that F1's going to return very soon. But we want a few more races, and of course it's going to be difficult to go overseas for the teams. It's going to be difficult to go to countries like USA, Mexico, Canada. And we're not going to have a normal calendar, we know that. Of course, the fact that we're starting back-to-back weekends in Austria, then we go to Hungary after a week break, and then back-to-back Silverstone races. This is not a normal year. It's not a normal season. This is something we've not seen barely at all in our lifetime, and we need to be grateful that F1's going to be coming back, but at the same time, we need to be thinking about what the logical options are for the calendar, because there's a void there, 8 races, and then I can't think of a single race that is maybe in Asia that could happen. I just can't. So let's get into it. First one I want to talk about is a track I really enjoy, and it is Mugello in Italy. Now, it's of course a brilliant circuit for MotoGP, a pretty historical one, and one that provides really good racing for MotoGP. But although I do like it, it is a cool circuit. I would love to see F1 experiment with tracks like Mugello. I don't think it suits F1. It's got the right grade, but it is just something that lacks that F1 kind of touch. If you look at the corners, the first corner is after a very long straight and straight into a hairpin, and yeah, it's pretty cool. It'd provide absolute chaos. There's no doubt. I think it could be decent, but at the same time, I just don't think they should go to Mugello, just simply because it's not going to provide that good of racing, and I just don't see it being on the calendar, honestly. And we're going to move to another Italian circuit, which is Imola. Of course, Imola, everyone knows it for what happened in 1994, and it's a different circuit now. It's not completely different, but it has a different feel to it. It feels like there's something lurking in the shadows, and it's such a dangerous circuit, and it's one that I really enjoy. It's a fun circuit to drive on games like Project Cars, and I would like to see it make a return to the F1 calendar. I think this is one of the more logical ones, and I think this could be a really good one. I feel like that run down to turn 1 will be very, very chaotic, and it could provide some decent racing. I feel this circuit. Is it worthy of a spot in F1? Do they have the funds for it? I've read somewhere that Imola is just not on the calendar because they do not have the funds, and I don't know. I feel like it would be a cool track, but again, time will tell if we see it on the calendar. And number 3 is Hockenheim. Now, it's so disappointing that this circuit is not on the calendar this year, and it just provides such good racing, but we've seen it in the past. It seems like Hockenheim and Nurburgring, they can't seem to find the funds for such a big event like F1, and it's very disappointing because it is such a great track. I know people complain, Tilke ruined the old Hockenheim and made it all this Tilkery madness, but I feel like at the same time it provides good racing, so I'm happy for any kind of racing. I don't care about the racing, I just want to see cars on the track. But also, at the same time, I want to see a competitive season, albeit a bit of a short one. Hockenheim is probably the most, you know, if I was to rate these out of 10, I would have given Mugello a 5, I would have given Imola a 7, I would have given this a 9. I think this is definitely on the cards, and I would love to see it on the F1 circus this year. And a few little shout outs to a few other circuits. Misano, another Italian circuit once again. Do not expect it to be on the calendar, it just doesn't have that kind of F1 feel to it. And another one is Sepang. I would love to see Sepang back, but logistics, we gotta think European at this point. And I don't, obviously it's in Malaysia, it's in Asia. I think F1 is just trying to focus on getting the season done, get it done in Europe, because that's the easiest thing to do at this point. Another one is the Nurburgring. I would love to see that. A German Grand Prix at Nurburgring would be awesome if we can't get it at Hockenheim. Does that circuit really suit the cars that we have now? I just don't think it does. I just really don't think Nurburgring right now suits what the current regulations are, and it's unfortunate, but I think it's the truth. And that's going to be it. Let me know in the comments what you think, if you agree or disagree. I'll be back. Sorry for the break. I've only uploaded like one video in the last week, or 2 videos in the last week. I apologise for that. It's been a bit crazy with a lot of things going wrong with my internet, with my computer, with a lot of other things in the kind of broader scheme of things. But I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope to see you in 2 days' time. I'm not sure what video, but I will see you next time.
Take me far away before my mind spins off and I am all derailed. Just